Third down.
Insane.
Looking, throwing deep downfield. He's got a man, Jay Sternberger, the tight end, and a huge gain by Birmingham on 3rd and 6. They wind up picking up.
Exactly why you have to allow him to play, because big plays like that are always going to be available with a guy that can move.
Here's Magoo towards the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Davion Davis. And just like that, the Stallions march down the field and take the lead.
Well, this is a beautiful job by Magoo of understanding coverage. They have a single safety back in the middle of the field. There's the single safety. When you get a single safety, you know you basically have man coverage on the outside. Even if it's kind of a cover 3 zone, that's man coverage. He gets the matchup he likes. Davion Davis saw this formation last year. T-bone 3 in the backfield, 2 tight ends.
Ready, set. And they hand it off. Saquandre White, his first carry as a USFL player, and it results in a Birmingham touchdown. To our Rocket Mortgage Replay Center, and Mike Pereira, you're sticking with this call.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I always listen to what Joel has to say, but this time I made my decision. Even before Joel talked, I made my decision.
That's hard to do. I talk a lot.
I knew that I would get this one down, but the left knee was down before the contact was made and the ball came loose, so the ruling on the field stood.
All right, so it's a 20-yard pickup, and Memphis loses a timeout.
Hey, Alex took a shot, right? You took a real nice shot. You were feeling a little woozy there. Yeah. Take us through what actually happened on that play.
So we just had double glances on with the mesh underneath. Right when they rolled down to one high safety, I knew I had a glance either side. What I didn't know is the guy in the slot blitzed and who ended up hitting me. But I'm glad that I took my right steps and trusted that Mitch was outside step, which he did, and I delivered the ball, and he made a great catch for me.
What does it feel like to drive the ball on his chest just like that? Because that's how you practice it. But in 7-on-7, there's nobody rushing.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like, honestly, I was falling down. I was trying to look to see if I completed it or not. And I ended up hitting the ground. And I saw he caught it and then kind of was like, that one didn't feel good.
Well, you're in Birmingham. Just listen for the crowd. Keep playing good.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Well, we talk about the opportunities that the USFL provides for players, coaches, but also officials. Last year, 8 USFL officials wound up getting called to the NFL, and already they've announced 9 will be going to the NFL next season from this year's crew.
Man, I can't imagine the excitement level for these guys, because here's the thing, everyone, and I want to just give a shout out to the officials. These guys have worked through all levels of football to hone their craft. They go to conferences in the off season. They're constantly graded. They're constantly evaluated, and they take a lot of pride in their craft and the technical aspects of officiating. And to get a nod like that, to go to the show, to go to the NFL, like, congratulations to all of these terrific officials.
Yeah, Mike Pereira, as you join us right now from the Rocket Mortgage Replay Center, these guys do put in hard work, but the guys that are coming into the USFL, they're already kind of in that NFL pipeline as well.
Yeah, actually, when we started out last year, we went right to their developmental list, and we took 90% of our officials from that list. And that's why we saw 8 officials advance into the NFL last year and now 9 this year. It's a great training ground, and the NFL is involved in our preseason training process. So it reminds me a little bit of the old NFL Europe program that we used to have. They get a lot of good training in advance of getting there.
3rd down. White, high and caught, good enough for the first, and that's exactly what Memphis needed. John Mitchell with the grab, and they're going to call him down. His progress was stopped. Lorenzo Burns bring that ball back.
Well, they're finally able to get a little protection here on a 3rd down, and he makes a good, strong throw to Mitchell, his tight end, who is across the line to gain, and they're able to move the sticks. That's a big first down for the Showboats. You're wearing a helmet cam. Look at that. See him looking in? See how every coach your whole life, so you're like, hey, watch the ball in. Well, John Mitchell just gave us a great look from his helmet cam right there.
White has time over the middle. Pass is caught, Rashard Davis, and another Memphis first down, and this drive is by far their best of the game.
And finally, they get a little protection up front. And what does that allow you to do? Exploit the zones in the defense. So watch Brady White. He's got a middle zone right there. He gets a guy that hooks up, and boom, he throws it on time.
I'll let you get across, Rajar.
16-yard gain, 2019 of the Packers. Out of Texas A&M. Magoo has time. His line has protected him tonight. Into the end zone for the touchdown, Mr. Sternberger.
I'm so impressed with Alex Magoo. He's clearly...
Devin Gardner's down there on the sideline with the new man.
And we get ball help.
Yeah, these two, they saw a little fisticuffs on the field, but we have business to take care of, guys. You guys have been outstanding today. How are you having this amazing connection?
I mean, it's just the coach is putting us in great situations, and I think we're improvising a little bit outside the plays, but it's just, I mean, he's just playing football. He's seeing green grass when he sees me leave the pocket, and he's finding it, and I'm throwing it right at his head. So,
So listen, I played receiver just a little bit in college, and my roommate was Denard Robinson. I said, listen, guy, if I'm going to play receiver, you're going to throw me the ball. This is your roommate in camp. Is that part of the reason why you're getting the ball so much?
Absolutely. I say there's a lot of blackmail and a lot of hostile situations in our room one-on-one. I always stayed up late at night. He went to bed early. Who knows what would happen?
All right, you keep directing traffic, and you keep following direction and getting in the end zone.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, that's what happens when you got secrets on somebody, right? White backpedaling and picked off. T.J. Carter with the interception.
Coach, when we talked to you earlier this week, you talked about the situation of football, and you had some early opportunities, some missed throws, some missed assignments. What do you think is going to be the key to you guys finishing this game correctly?
We got to just climb back in it one stop at a time, starting with this opening kickoff by us, and one score at a time. You got to just keep chopping wood, keep pushing, but we got to have guys make plays. When we had opportunities, like you said, and it was one guy, not doing what he was supposed to do, that cost us the chance of big plays.
We see that Willis is warmed up. He talked to him in the locker room. Will we see Willis in the second half?
He's going to start the second half.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Ready, set.
First sack tonight by this Memphis defense. Aaron Hansford with a big hit on Magoo.
It's the last thing you want to see if you're Skip Holtz. Your quarterback who's in such a good rhythm taking a big hit.
Set.
Zaquandre White, running room. Big game by White, still on his feet and all the way to the end zone.
That was a great audible at the line of scrimmage from Alex Magoo. He shifted the formation and the side of the play. It was lined up with a strong right formation for the offense that were going to run.
Willis hit from behind, ball's out. And Birmingham recovers. Willie Yarbrough recovers the fumble, but the big hit laid by linebacker Nate Hawley.
Well, Hawley was lined up over the tight end. Kurt, I don't think...
Cheerleader, we got to hurry up because the Stallion offense is moving too fast. How do you feel about your defense really coming and responding with you being on the sideline?
No, they're doing great. Everybody's playing well. Guys are stepping up, playing good. It's honestly, I'm just having a fear of missing out on the fun right now. So just trying to enjoy it, try to enjoy the environment, and just having a good time seeing my teammates ball out.
How fun has it been to see these guys, right? I mean, you're an outstanding player. Your defense is always good, but they have showed a different spark today, and I'm sure that they're inspired by you being off the field.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely wish I was out there, but great opportunity for other guys to play and stuff and show out and do what they do. So it's a great opportunity.
All right, hurry up and get healthy, but we need to get back to the game because they're about to score.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Or you guys are about to score.
Yeah.
You're on the team.
Well, they're knocking on the door for more points right now. Off the play fake. Magoo got his man, and they've got another touchdown. Thaddeus Moss, his first catch, and it's another score.
Kurt, I love this for so many reasons, as you know. To see Thaddeus Moss get into the end zone, obviously, you and I, a few years ago, got to work with his father, Randy, and I tell you, I just love this story. Watch Moss right here. So first and foremost, you're going to get a little action there, and then he's going to come out into the flat. Magoo does a nice job of putting a little bit of air on that ball because he had a defensive end in front of him, so he's got to layer that ball just.
Yeah, you get a touchdown. You get a touchdowns all around. Thaddeus Moss gets in on the action. How does it feel to get in the end zone here in this game?
It feels great, man. I mean, it's a team game right now. It's a team win. We're playing great, up 35-0. But, I mean, for me personally, it means a lot. You know, I haven't played football in 7 or 8 months, and where I was at a month ago, you know, before I got the phone call to come down here and play, it means a lot.
So you get to score the touchdown, but you also get to run down on kickoff. You're getting all that football back that you've missed, right?
Most definitely. Man, I've been here about a week and a half, you know, so I'm, like I said, covering down on kicks, punts, punt returns, and everything. You know, I'm doing a little bit of everything right now.
I'm sure your dad is proud watching.
He's watching right now. Shout out to the JV team.
All right, guys, back to you.
Hey, sit. Magoo from his end zone, and he's brought down for the safety. This will help. Jeremiah Valalanga. And Memphis finds a way to get on the board.
Well, this is the first real pressure that we've seen Alex Magoo, other than maybe a couple of blitzes during the course of the game, but just from the front four, and they're in quickly, right away. Valalanga, he's in. Magoo's got nowhere to go, and you know what? Correctly, just kind of make sure he doesn't fumble, even though that ball is just in one hand. So the last thing you want to do is just fumble it back into that end zone. But Memphis is able to get on the scoreboard.
Ready, set. Magoo back to pass. Open, touchdown, Myron Mitchell. 4th touchdown pass of the night for Magoo.
Touchdowns to 4 different receivers. Could you have imagined this day going any better?
No, because I think just the sheer joy that we had doing it too is with the fact that we did it from the jump. We came out and scored the first 2 possessions. I think that says a lot about our preparation and our work pre-game and practice and stuff. So it was a great showing. Coach, great calls, and dudes made some plays for me.
So a lot of people around may not have known that this was coming, but Coach Skip knew. We asked you to get out of the room so we could talk to him, and he said he's been different this week. He's always happy-go-lucky, just 6-man, but this week he had a different attention to detail. Talk about your preparation this week.
Yeah, this week I wanted to be perfect. I mean, simply put, I wanted to show that last year was a mistake in my opinion. I played bad according to how I consider playing football like, and I just wanted to get back to playing how I know I can play football, and that's what I do out here. Just I go through my reads and I see what I see and I trust it.
All right, you complained to me before the game and pregame about, I had to get my ankles taped. You made me take my ankles. How are the ankles feeling? Look like you might want to tape your ankles from here on out.
Yeah, I didn't even notice I have my ankles taped, honestly, but yeah, I'm glad I did it. Just safety reasons and history.
Well, I asked Coach Skip who Magoo was as a change-up. We know who you are as a starter now. Great job.
I appreciate that.
All right, see you.
Completed 7.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. How about that exchange with you and Coach Haley?
You know, I have great respect for Todd Haley. I think he's a heck of a football coach. He's got a storied career. When you look at where he's been, the success he's had, great respect for him. And I'm just trying to coach my team. You know, I'm trying to coach a team. I got a new quarterback out there. We lost 2 yards on 2nd down, and I had 3rd and 3, and I was planning on running the ball. But there certainly wasn't an intent. I wasn't trying to run it up or anything else. We put a 95-yard drive together, and I talked to our players about we got to get better. We got to get better at being able to be a machine and make first downs, and I was really proud of the way they put that last drive together, but certainly there wasn't any ill intent on my side there, and I understand his anger and what he's upset about, but I still have great respect for Todd Haley.
I mean, you have a bunch to be proud about. That 95-yard drive, 9 minutes, that was like a microcosm of what you saw all day. Talk about your quarterback. You talked about how different he was this week. Talk about how good he was in this game today.
You know, he continues to just mature and grow, and I thought this week he had a great week. He was really focused. He was really dialed in, asking questions. You know, normally he's kind of happy-go-lucky, but I thought the way he prepared for this game, he played that way. I thought he was in control all night and was seeing the field, really did a nice job job.
All right, we joked about the people who control all of football, trying to figure out if you're a good enough coach, taking your players away. How you think you're doing?
You know, I'm blessed with some great players. So I got John Chavis and the defensive coaches do an unbelievable job. Should be a 0, but we messed it up on offense. I mean, when you look at that play, I'm not a very good coach, but we got really good players. And I think, they've really bought in. They're playing together. They're playing hard, and it's a fun team to coach. I'm having a lot of fun.
Hopefully you get to keep all the rest of them.
I hope so. Knock on wood, we came out of tonight relatively healthy.
All right, good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And they come out tonight 2-0. Thanks a lot, Devin.